Okay. You said conscious coupling. Can you tell us a little bit more about?
Sure. So conscious coupling, it's something that I am personally passionate about. I know a lot about conscious uncoupling. There's a lovely book on conscious uncoupling, but I thought to myself when I read the book of conscious uncoupling, I thought we actually need to take a step back and consciously couple in order for couples to be able to, in the event of separation, to consciously uncouple. So to consciously couple is to have conversations about what are we agreeing to in the versions of who we are today as two individuals. But the two individuals, I feel, need to have a sense of completeness in themselves. So often we hear people say, I'm going to be with somebody because they're going to complete me. So my partner completes me. But my view is that we need to have a experience of ourselves as a complete human being. And the other partner, of course, also to feel that completeness. And we are sharing the completeness of one individual with another individual. So that takes a lot of conscious living, conscious thought awareness to really think about what is it that we want, what are we committing to, what are we agreeing to in the versions of who we are today, because the promises that we make when we decide to get married cannot possibly be the same promises that we can make and keep towards each other 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line. So it's almost like a conscious choice to say, I am with you and I choose you every day. Even if it means that we wake up every morning and say, I choose you. Because if you look at couples and when they first meet, we call it the honeymoon phase. How beautiful. Because what are we doing in that phase? We are searching for the very best in that individual. We complete each other's sentences. We looking for whatever is similar, that we resonate with. Work doesn't matter. It's incredibly amazing how we leave work on time because we're so eager and so excited about being with that person. And most importantly, we are so energized. That feeling, we call it the butterflies in our tummy, but we are physically, mentally, wholeheartedly energized when we have that experience of that honeymoon phase, connecting with someone that we completely resonate with. It's because we are seeing the very good in that person, which often reflects the good within us because we mirror each other. But then we go into a different stage of relationships where we then begin we begin to see that there are differences. And when we start looking at these differences, we need to honor these differences because this is the uniqueness of the individual. But so often we want this experience of this honeymoon where we are still the same. We want that, we share the same interests, we like the same food, we like the same movies, we travel to the same places. But somewhere along the line, the differences come up. And when the differences come up, if we're not consciously aware of the uniqueness of the individual, we can start criticizing the person. We can start accusing them, blaming them. And that's when the separation starts in terms of the relationship breakdown. Because you do require a high level of appreciation and honoring of the person when it comes to the conscious coupling, because you both, the student and you are learning in the relationship and you are teaching in the relationship. So you're sharing that role. It's such a beautiful union when two people come together.